Welcome to Factorio and the September 2021 community map. So this is another vanilla map, but I am going to play with basically an optional mod. So I've installed my basic robots mod. So it's a lot less powerful than like some of the companion drones and stuff. This will just give me some like really basic like construction bots with the provider chest and the storage chest. And basically I just don't want to have to be hand placing everything early game, especially like furnaces and inserters, some of that fiddly stuff. If you want to see a map where I am playing with actual true vanilla, check out my all achievements map. Obviously to get all achievements it would be absolutely cheating to have any sort of mod, so that is 100% vanilla. Also like no time skip showing everything on the progress. So back to this map, so we've got the map exchange string. So link in the description for the map, but if we just import this, it's going to check this looks like it does on Reddit. It does indeed, so starting area is here and there's lots of water on this map, going to be trying to get around stuff. So another restriction I'm going to set myself is I don't want to just landfill this whole thing. So what I want to do is basically I might make bridges if like, I don't know, it might be possible to get around there. I'm not actually sure. Looks like you might not be able to. But yeah, I'll probably just do bridges, so like straight strips of land for rail track. That's the most I'm going to do. So let's get started. So standard starting area, I guess there is biters on this, but they're not like in the starting area, so especially with like the water, they're not really going to attack me. I think I'm about to just ignore them pretty much. Any big rocks around for coal? I really like coal. Doesn't look like, that's a bit unfortunate. And these ore patches, well, they really overlap. This would not be a good map for doing achievement run on, I guess. Try not to munch my words. Yeah, definitely I think. Or maybe I'll get there is no spoon, but then I have got the robots to help me. But I'm not going to go for all the achievements at least. I'll play modded, but you know, you have separate achievements, so we'll still see how I get on with those. And to start, I'm just going to like smelt up some iron. Okay, I need some stone. There's no rocks at all around here, is there? So yeah, start on. I'm just going to do some like gathering resources quick, and then see if I can start getting some stuff built. So I got some stone, so I was going to build another one of those. Actually, what I can do for wood, since I have got the basic bots. So it's just like your regular construction bots. The only other change I gave is it's not quite the same as giving like robots at the start of the game, because these are slightly less good version of robots, but also I've rebalanced the research. Basically, they get their speed bonus a little bit faster because honestly, like without speed boost, it's like robots are really complete trash. But I'm not going to be clearing like this entire forest like instantly. And I do have to watch my power, so this robot will run out of power if I keep clearing the forest, and I've just got a limited number of batteries to power it. So no fusion, just like batteries. I need to craft some more, which are here. But what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to get some more stone. And I'm going to actually put a miner down straight for the stone, because without any big rocks around to go and collect, get tired of getting the stone manually quite quickly. So I'm definitely tired of right clicking on that after a while, so if I actually point those at the box would be good. I'm just going to have those to mine stone for me. Yeah, I'm really tired of like mining ore manually in trees. Like, definitely see my other playthrough for that, but it was a lot of work and I think I'll not repeat it again for a while. It's so nice to be able to handcraft stuff though, so to get the coal started I'm just going to have 4 of those, give them 1 each. They're able to fill up. And then what I'm going to try and do next is just expand this iron out to get a bit more. I probably should pay more attention to that preview. I did look at the preview to see what I've got and didn't really pay attention to where the ore is. There's iron down there, but I've got nowhere getting, so even if I had landfill, it's going to be a bit of a pain to landfill across all that. So this could be the only iron ore I've got for a while. It's only 300,000, it does overlap a lot of stuff. So I have to think I'm probably going to move most of my furnaces down here though, I think. Because then I do our electric miners, they can go up north. So expand out my iron, I've got about 8 of those now. I'm going to start on the copper. Copper I do a lot less of really until I get into say red circuits, definitely into processing units. So oops, we got to make the furnaces there. So let's go do 2 of these really to get started, because like I said I need a lot less. And with that I'm going to be able to start making the boiler stuff. So I've got my boilers, my steam engine, I need the copper for the offshore pump. And then to get into science, this first science is going to be automation. And probably go straight into logistics then. just so I can start getting stuff set up. I don't expect to get attacked anytime soon. Attacks would have to come from the north as well, so it would be pretty easy to defend. In fact, if I turn on the pollution overlay, yeah. So pollution's not anywhere near any sort of concern right now, even with all these burner miners going. So I got the various bits and pieces made, and looking at this map, what I'm thinking is, because that kind of puddle is there, if I build the furnaces up that way, that seems like a good space for building. So then the power plant can kind of fit in here. I can go to these trees because thankfully I've got a quick way of doing them this time. And so yeah, if I just build up power here, try and see how much I can pack in. Because I don't want to just landfill it, so I'm going to build with the train this time. So I'm going to have my offshore pump. Have a bit of space so I can like get past if I need to for anything. Then the power can be there. So starting off with 2 of those. Mostly just because it gives me future expandability and I can store a little bit more coal. And let's get this science going. So I've got 8, got another 2 being made. And as I said, that one of them got made, so there you go, 10. So that's going to get me automation, collect some more resources, refill that, probably get some more coal as well while I'm at it. And I'll be ready to start doing some more interesting automation. Like I said, building the furnaces up that direction, I'll see what my clearance is like. So coming up here to have a look at what I'm planning to do, because I'm not really speed running this, I want to make this neat. So this is 24 furnaces, so this is basically how long my furnaces will be. That's the water talking, so the belts are going up there. Probably I'll start with that and I'll just move the ship out the way. Kind of nice you got some resources for clearing this up, but alas you don't, it takes a little while. Firearms I forgot to pick up earlier. I thought I picked all the stuff up, clearly I didn't. Because yeah, as far as I know you can't use the deconstruction planet on those. So even though I've got the robots, I still need to just do this by hand. Automation is done and I'm not really ready for it, so yep, speed 1 not going to be this one. Yeah, it definitely took a few moments to clear, so following on from what I said, so basically the belt here is probably going to be ore belt. And then how far south can I go reasonably and still have space? So if I go any further south, I'm going to start hitting the ore. So basically these are going to go here. And I've got a little bit of space there. Maybe I'll do circuits somewhere there or something, not sure. It's not a massive amount of copper here, but I'm going to leave myself space for 2 sets of furnaces for copper and 2 sets of furnaces for iron. I think 2 of each would probably be about as much as I'm getting here. And then when I go to do... I still have no idea where the ore is. When I go to get more ore, wherever that is, maybe I do have to go all the way down there. Then I'll do the smelting somewhere else for the extra ore. Because if I'm not landfilling, this is going to be very tight for space. If I come across there, that's kind of like a crossing anyway, it's like a ford. First bit of automation, mostly because I'm feeling somewhat lazy. Gonna have 2 assembly machines there with inserters. And this is gonna just make gears and science packs. And I actually used up most of the copper I was carrying, so well done me, I'll go pick up some more. This is just gonna get red science kind of automated so I can get this without really worrying about it too much. And then we're going to start crafting up belts, furnaces, and other bits I need for that furnacing setup. Starting with trying to figure out what to do with this ore, so all this ore like overlaps a bit. But I don't really want to do mixed belts right now, so I think is if I come this tile, so I go 1 over that's mixed, that's not mixed, you see expected resources over on the right. So I think if I build a strip there, I avoid the copper, and can I avoid the coal? Actually I can, just by... Well, I've got 1 tile of margins, so... Could be 1 tile further to the left, but I'm just going to go over here for now. So basically that's going to be my... Yeah, it's probably the downside of bots, I'm trying to show stuff and they're building it, aren't they? But yeah, this is where my iron's going to start, so that's going to go there. Belt up there. And then let's work out this, so... That's going to come around like that or something, not sure on the exact position. But then that's going to be plates. More of those. Or... So that's going to be 2 for copper. Then... Actually got quite a lot of space here, let's leave 2 blank. And then do 2 for iron, so this is going to be blank space. And that way, the thing I never really forgot, there is a bit of space to do with it. So this iron is going to have to come over to there, but I think that's fine. Yeah, I'll do something about all that mess. Maybe I should have built a bit further north. this would be the opportunity to change it, so let's build a bit further north. And then yes, so the iron would be like that, and then across. Now it's a lot of resources I need, so let's just go and gather those up quickly. And actually, while I'm down here, let's see what I can do about coal. So this is going to be very mixed. That'll be just coal. So I have built the burners kind of in the way there. Maybe I can go. Let's go there. So that's going to be the coal to start with. There will be some iron to deal with. Right, this iron patch is really weird. Like, little bits there, a little bit over there, kind of hiding in the grass. So I guess I'll figure that out. But yeah, this will come up. Once I've got logistics, I'll do something with that. Maybe I'll put a splitter on, or maybe I'll just make those separate. I want to try and avoid mixing ore that I don't need to, because it can back up and block things you don't really want it to block. But I think then what the coal can do for the power is it's going to come down here. I'm going to have to build a lot of transport belts, aren't I? Right, let's start making more transport belts. Down there, and there it can go. Oh, I nearly messed that up, but I haven't quite hit the copper. That would have been annoying. But it can then go up here. And I have to move that same machine. And I get some more power poles as well. That should be able to... Well, I'll take the power man on the top actually, because I think that's going to be easier. I should have done the coal in the opposite direction as well, but this should work. I don't think it makes too much difference which way around I do it. So I think another quality of life thing I'm going to do, because I keep forgetting to make more gears and stuff. Come on, do straight lines. So basically I'm just going to make these for gears. Actually I need some more batteries at some point, so let's set this up for batteries. Just so I don't forget. And it needs copper cable as well, doesn't it? I can make some copper cable. I'll actually make the circuits faster as well. So copper cable, gears, keep making those. I've got logistics now, so I'll be able to set these furnaces up and put that splitter in. Yeah, just make lots of resources, so it'll hopefully be a little bit quicker. So let's figure this out. So what I'm going to need is actually going to need more splitters than that. I have to make some in a minute. I can place ghosts down and just plan out what I'm doing. As these robots, so actually running out of power, I need to figure that out too. So if the coal's there, coal in this case is probably going to go along. Where's that splitter? Let's put the splitters there. Undergrounds. Need to make some inserters too actually. Lots of stuff still to make. But yeah, just plan this out and I'll go and make it. So each of these power poles, they can reach 3 things, like so. And then we're going to have plates in the middle or on the outside. So that's going to be those. Then with the splitters, what I want to do is, so coal's going to come along here. Going to come to here, go into a splitter, go into another splitter. That coal can then go on to the next set of furnaces, like so. And then what this is going to do is going to side load onto each side of that belt. We'll have belts too. Can I make some more? Nope, have to go get those. Really organised here. But yeah, then that's going to come up there. And then I can just repeat this for the full set. So that's going to go up there. And yeah, just repeat this as many times as I need to. How many do I want to do? Let's do 21 to start with. I think that worked quite well on my all achievements game. 24, so I'm going to do that many. And that will be the iron. So the iron ore is going to come in there. And the coal will, I guess, let's go up there. And I can put a splitter in there and do the copper as well. So that's going to look like that. And so with that, the first iron ore is being smelted down here, and the robots build that for me. So I'm going to expand the coal because I had 6 there, it's taking a while to back up. Also, looks like I might be close to needing more power, at least once those start moving. I should put a radar down as well. Can I make a radar? Let's do that. So I'm going to expand the power up, but let's just guess. I'll show in a minute actually because I can't see it there. Let's build that radar. And it looks like I need more inserters because apparently I can't count. Actually, I think I ran out of resources making them, but it should be 21, 42, yeah, 84. I definitely didn't have 84 anyway. But this is going to help with the iron. And so actually another quick thing I can do is, I actually went out of coal over there. Let's refill those. Lots of stuff happening once again. But I'm kind of done with this now. I don't want to deal with this anymore. So I'm going to pick these up, which is going to take a while. I could let the robots do it, but they don't deal very well. Like, you remove all the tech upgrades, because you see they've got 42 coal in, they have to empty them first. It's a bit of a pain. What I want to do is basically just expand this. Get a little burst of copper. I don't need a huge amount of copper really right now, but this will be a good burst until I'm ready to start setting that up in a little bit. And then for the power, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 more for that. Then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 2 more. I'll actually do another 4 of those. So yeah, I'm going to let those build, and then I'm going to expand out that. So now these are done. Hope I got everything. So one boiler can actually do 2 steam engines as long as it's supplied with coal, so I could build it like that. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to build that and that, so I'm going to basically go up to 6. Now there's a little gap here because of the power pole, and I have to leave the gap because if I put the power pole, say here, it doesn't reach the steam engine. And inserters are important, so let's go and build those. Our power pole goes there. Yeah, so I should be able to just keep tying this up until I get basically up to there. 1 pump, I've done, like, normally I do 20 boilers off of 1 pump. You might be able to do a bit more. One of the problems with liquids is, although this is off 1 pipe drive, although this is 1200 per second, a pipe can carry even more of that or less than that, really depending on how long the pipe is. But 20 boilers tends to normally be a safe bet for reasonable lengths of pipe. Also at this point, not really any benefit in keeping this, so I'm just going to pick up all of these. Because I've now got coal on the belt here. It's still not fully backed up, you can see it is backing up slowly, so there should be plenty there. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this. I'm going to change this to output priority left. Left goes to the power plant. So let's just make sure if there is a shortage of coal for any reason, that power is the last thing to go out. Then finishing off with the inserters on this. Actually, I need to go get more iron, which I can get from here. So they've already, well, filled up pretty much. I've been taking my time. So let's get those built. In terms of research, we'd actually like to work towards electronics and then fast inserters because they are just better. But I need to go put that down again somewhere. Let's make an extra lab as well. But for now, I just want to make my life easier. So this is going to go somewhere up there eventually. What I want to do in the short term is just make some gears and some belts so I can get those more easily. So I'm going to take my inserters. Let's go and make some more before I run out. So there's going to be 2 for gears, 1 for belts. Make some boxes as well to store stuff in. So we're going to have a box for storing gears, a box for storing belts, and a box for storing iron. And this is just going to help me have to run around less. Get this started. Put the power pole so it actually reaches things and get the power from there. Pollution's starting to get out. I'm still not too worried about attacks, so I think, like, probably after this I'll need to start thinking about security, but I'm not too worried about it for the time being. Possibly famous last words, we shall see though. And that could be a little bit faster, so I haven't got those fast inserters yet. So what I can do is, if I do this, let's go put that there, let's go pick it up. Basically I've now got more inserter capacity on that. And I think same issue with that not being fast enough, so let's give it some more inserters. And actually I want lots of transport belts, I don't want too many of those, let's limit that to 4 and 4. So that's going to help me out with not doing that because it's tedious. And what I'm going to do now is going to do the same thing as I did for iron with the copper. So basically I'm going to take this, copy it, put it over here with a key difference. So the coal, you can see it's going in the opposite direction, so that needs to move over. This belt goes in the opposite direction, as do these undergrounds, like that. And then that's going to be like... oh, that's in the way. That's going to be like that, so it passes under the first one. I'll build that later. This will be the copper, and then I'll be ready to start thinking about doing circuits and stuff coming up soon. So for copper, I'm going to do a similar thing to iron. So I know this one here, this is going to end up being mixed in the end. So I'm just going to not do that for now. And I'm going to build my copper here instead. And if I just copy paste that, oh, that's fine. I don't need that many copper ones, and I'll just leave these running for now. Although that's a bit unfortunate. That can move Let's move that there. Just so I can keep getting copper cable for the time being. So yeah, it's going to be very similar. So it's going to come up here. Possibly there, I think. Come across there. And then all I need to do is get the resources, let the robots build that. And while I'm here, I'm going to build that radar because I forgot again, having said about it. Power is looking good. Just need to get power over to these guys. There won't be a miner there, so that's fine. There will be a miner and stuff there, so let's just come down the bottom. Keep those power cables out the way, so that is the copper ore flowing. And yeah, that should be pretty easy to set up there. Just got to get all the stuff, lots of inserters, lots of furnaces, lots of belts. And hopefully I don't run out of power, because I've noticed, even though I've got 2 of these things making, I keep making batteries. This is kind of the other balancing part of these robots. They're not free energy like some of the other mods. 2 of these assembly machines making batteries all the time. When I'm building big stuff like this, especially transport belts, robots do use up a lot of power. Like, normally by the time you get robots, like, well, with modular armor you put down a lot of solar panels, which is kind of a pain. I actually tend to wait until fusion power, to be honest. I've got in a lot of games before really worrying about that, just because even so doesn't really keep up. And for roboports, you'd have a lot of, well, normally still be on coal, but I'd have like 20 or 40 of these. And you look at your power usage, and obviously now it's not, but roboports can be right up there behind like miners and same machines. They are pretty power hungry. The other thing is, even though I gave myself essentially some free speed researches, like, it actually takes a lot of research for bots to be able to keep up. Like, you can see if the player's moving, construction bots just do not keep up. You kind of leave them behind, then they run out of power and then they go slow. So you can pick them up like that to get them back a bit quicker. But yeah, you still have to be a little bit careful with them. And I think that applies, like, obviously this is with mods, but in basic game, I think, if I recall, that you basically need to get down to into these yellow ones. Like, I'd normally get the blue text. That one's obviously normally blue, but I've modded it so it's earlier. But yeah, I think you have to get down to like here 3 or 4 before they actually fasten the player, and then you get exoskeletons, then the player's even faster again. So obviously you get infinite text eventually, which makes them incredibly good. But that's going to be for some time later. So let's take up some quick research since I broke it earlier. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I think I can do 1 to 2 on the same machines to lab ratio. So that's going to be power. And that's going to be those. And right now I'm making gears, so I'm really not going to bother with a gear assembly machine. I'm just going to put some gears in there to get them started. And that's going to be want to get these fast inserters, but that'll be an upgrade for probably next time. What I want to finish off with here quickly is if I can get some assembly machines, ideally 5 of them, and some more regular inserters. I think I need like 5 of those as well. Just get those made, and what I'm going to do is set up electronic circuits. So if I take that, I think I'll go build them. We'll do a small setup here, and I'll do a better setup somewhere when I come to do red circuits. But for now, let's see what I've got. So that should be enough space for the belts. And it's 1.5 to 1 ratio on this. So if I have 2 of these, I need 3 of the cables. And I'm going to insert across, but these inserters, they won't keep up. So when I get that upgrade, that will actually make this one faster. But fast inserters so early in the game, I'm not going to worry about like not building this until after I've got them. Because I could do a different design which like has more insert capacity, but like I said, I'm going to have to upgrade it very soon. So I'm going to put iron onto here, which I can just tap from over there. I just need to make some more of these too, it seems. So that's going to go there. Then the copper is going to come here. And that's just going to make my life easier because I have electronic circuits to make stuff a little bit quicker. I wish I had done this a long time ago. I wasn't really. I was kind of distracted with trying to lay stuff out, really. Oh, of course, power. Power can come from there. And the robot should be able to finish this off. Nice. So with that, I've got all the essentials. I've got power, I've got copper, I've got iron, I've got gears, I've got transport belts automated, so that's all going to flow nicely. So probably a good time for a break, coming up on I think 40 minutes or so. But I'll probably cut out some little bits and pieces, try and keep the video a bit shorter. But next time I want to do a proper science setup and a factory like automate all of this stuff. So the inserters, the transport belts, underground belts, pipes. And I'm probably going to do that there. I'm going to do a bus layout, I think, going up north. So I'll go up like that in some form. And so I was thinking here was, if I get more resources, I get them over there. I could build like a bridge, and like basically extra resources can come in this way. Like I don't know how that layout. Maybe I can use a train and put a train stop there. But that's my thoughts. So I can build something over there, bring in the additional resources, and do all the science. So there's like a nice big gap here to build it in. But that will be for next time. So be sure to like, subscribe, and look out for the next one.